intended, but do you feel the same? Lovers, late at night, I will be right here too. Out of sight, love is under.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Imani P from the DMV. You know where I'm at, you know where I be. Welcome to my channel, Imaniversus, where I talk about music, culture, and more. So today, you're gonna watch me get ready for my dog's birthday party. I don't care what you all think. We had a grand old time. Me and my friends, we had a grand old time. It's called Hennessy and Scooby Snacks, and we got down that day. So this is me preparing for it. I'm a hot single mom, and I got a cute gray dress on, and I have a beautiful daughter. She turned 4. Okay, let's move on. Also today, we're gonna talk about Nicki Minaj's 5th studio album, Pink Friday 2, and my thoughts on it. And my thoughts aren't all negative. There are some positives. Yeah.
I'd rather we just skip the formalities.
So let's get started. So if y'all don't know who Nicki Minaj is, which I think it's weird if you don't, but you know, I'm weird too, so it's fine. Nicki Minaj is a Trinidadian rapper, singer, and songwriter from, of course, Trinidad and Tobago, and she was raised in Queens, New York. I think she's most notably known for being one of the successful black female rappers in the 2010s and reignited and making women in hip-hop rappers popular again, and other songs like Super Bass, Starships, Moment for Life, those type of songs. And yeah, that's who Nicki Minaj is. So recently, as of December 8th, which about a week ago, Nicki Minaj dropped her highly anticipated 5th studio album, Pink Friday 2, which is a successor to her original debut album, Pink Friday, which dropped in 2010. And why I say successor is because her album is gone number 1 from the stats I've seen this past weekend, and sold 228,000 pure copies. And that's just pure album sales, no streams or nothing. So imagine what the streams are looking like. So congrats on her for that. The song has about 22 songs, so it's a little bit over an hour listen if you ever want to just listen to some Nicki Minaj for an hour straight. And I think I just want to talk about, I guess, the positives of the album that I really liked, and then we'll get into the negatives that I didn't like, and then we'll just wrap it up and end. How's that sound, y'all? Yeah. So some of the positives I liked about Pink Friday 2, it was the song FTCU, the song Beep Beep. I like the original more than the one that she has with 50 Cent. Love 50 Cent, but she didn't need him, but that's why he was on the deluxe, you know. I also did love all of her vulnerable songs she had on the album. She didn't have very many, but the ones I'm talking about is Are You Gone Already, Let Me Calm Down featuring J. Cole, The Last Time I Saw You. I actually did a video on that. I'll link it down below, but I did a video on that. And Just the Memories. And I think overall that's it. It had some bops on there, and that's really about it. So to get into, I guess, the negatives of everything, and it's not like bad stuff, it's just critiques and my thoughts and opinions, but I do want to say that I did like those vulnerable songs, and there are some pops and stuff on her album, but I feel like her album was very, very inconsistent, and it seemed kind of all over the place sound wise. The songs didn't transition well into one another. She opened the album with Are You Gone Already, and it sounded so beautiful. It was very orchestra, opera sounding. It sounded like it was an opening of a play, and then she just gets straight into what was the next song? Barbie Dangerous? I can't remember. I don't have her playlist sitting in front of me. I should have it in front of me. And then that gets into FTCU, and it's just I don't know, I just didn't like how it just transitioned to that, and then she brings you back with like another slow song and then goes right back in. I kind of wish that she kind of like placed these songs a little bit more strategically, and especially to me, I'm not a barb or a stan of Nicki Minaj. I'm just a music fan, but just as a regular music fan, it would have been nice to just have it transition a little bit better, because it was kind of all over the place to me and a bit messy when it came to that. So I think I said this in the last time that I saw you video, but a lot of her songs sounded very dated, and what I mean is it sounds like songs that should have came out in the 2010s. So this is before she announced her album Pink Friday 2 when I did that video, I believe. But I don't know if some of the songs on this album sounded dated as well. It sounded pretty old, so I don't know if she did that on purpose or not, because it is a successor of Pink Friday. But the songs did sound a bit dated to me, and I'm just kind of like, okay, is this on purpose, or is this just the sound that you still want to continue to thrive in? Because I don't think Nicki Minaj has really like bounced out of her pop rap or pop sound, really, especially the last couple years. She's mostly been in pop rap and rap lately, not too much of the pop hits, but she hasn't like went out of those genres yet, so I'm not sure if she was trying to hone in on the pop rap, because like the theme of Pink Friday was like pop rap and rap, or if these songs just sounded dated because that's just where her artistry kind of stands. So not sure about that, but that's the other negative I had, and I guess it's not too much of a negative because I still do like the song Last Time That I Saw You. It just sounds old to me, you know. It doesn't sound like a 2023 song. It sounds like a song from 2012. I think the next negative is, and this is not even Nicki Minaj's fault, that song she has, R&B with Lil Wayne and Tate Cobain. That song is the worst song on the album, and y'all let me know if y'all like that song or not, or it's just me. But that song is the worst song on the album. The production and Tate Cobain's voice is, you have to choose one or the other. That song is so loud, and the production overpowers everything, that she would have just been fine if it was just her and Lil Wayne. She did not need nobody to do no chorus, especially Tate Cobain. And it would have been better if it was more of a speaking chorus, not a singing one, because that song was so annoying to me. I couldn't even listen to it all the way through the first time. Like, I forced myself to do it because I'm trying to do an analysis on the album, and you gotta listen to the entire album. But I couldn't do it, y'all. It was so bad. But I did listen to it, but the second time I listened to the album, I skipped that song. I couldn't do it. That song's trash. I think the last negative, and this is not much of these aren't, I guess these won't put in a negative category. This is just overall, like, just my thoughts on some of the things I saw people say on social media. They were talking about how there was so much singing on the album. I don't mind Nicki Minaj singing. No, it's not like the best thing ever, but it's not terrible, and I never minded it if she did it. Sometimes I do think she places her singing in weird places in a song. I believe I said that on my TikTok in the past, but I don't mind her singing, so I didn't understand the complaints when everyone was like, well, there's a lot of singing. I'm like, okay, wasn't Pink Friday full of singing and like more pop and rap beats? I think she's just trying to answer her previous album, basically. Not sure if that's the case, but that's what I'm getting from this. You know what I mean, man? I think the last thing I wanted to comment on too was the samples on the album. So I believe she had like maybe 3 or 4 samples on the album. I don't think there's anything wrong with sampling music. If you ever want to watch my Burna Boy video, I talked about sampling a lot. There's nothing wrong with sampling music. I don't think she did it lazily either. Like some of these artists kind of just let the sample take over the song instead of just their artistry. So I didn't really care or mind that there were a lot of samples on the album. I did notice it. It was noted. But was it a big enough deal for me to put it in the negatives category? No. Just like the singing. I did know there was a lot of singing, but it wasn't a big enough deal for me to be like, that's why the album's bad. Like, no. I think overall, like, I wouldn't say this was a good successor to Pink Friday. I kind of wish she would have named this album something else, because it's not giving like Pink Friday to me. But I'm not the artist. I'm just a girl. Yep. Her last album before this was Queen, and I would say that Queen does sound better to me than Pink Friday 2. At this very moment in time with me. So if that's saying something, that's saying something. But I give this album like a good 6 out of 10. I don't think it's necessarily like her best album that she's had so far. And I don't think it's a bad album either. But I do think, some things could have been done better. And, that's really about it. Like, I'm glad she finally dropped it because she's been talking about this album for like 3 years. Not necessarily Pink Friday 2, but just like drop an album. So I'm happy she finally bit the bullet and dropped it because I just thought she wasn't going to do it for a while. And it's nice to see her push the album and promote it on like Vogue and Kai Cenat and Funny Marco stuff. Like, it's nice to see. So yeah, I can't wait to see what else she does in the future for her career. And hopefully she doesn't get any more shenanigans because she's already being shenanigans because of that husband of hers. All right, y'all. So I think that is it on my end. This is what I look like. Very cute, basic. The party was a success. Thank you for watching. Let me know what y'all think about Pink Friday 2 or just Nicki Minaj in general or her music. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel and this video. Check out my Spotify, lots of playlists on there, and check out my social medias. I say a lot of the stuff quickly on there. And thanks for watching, and thanks for giving this video a chance, because I know y'all mofos be ready to crucify anyone that talks poorly about Nicki Minaj, but I feel like I had a very fair take on it. Very fair. Anyway, bye.
Standing, get it right. What I need for you is everlasting. Lovers at night, I might regret the day. What's it worth? Yeah, can't keep on no more, especially when I'm sober.